Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, and thank you for tuning back into St. Andrew TV, a cure for your Monday blues. I am your host, Andrew, and today we're going to be doing some tricks with the old 6-gun here. Yes, today we are going over the triple shot. Earlier on this channel, you probably have seen the video where I do the double shot, and that is where you cock the hammer back. And when you fire, as soon as that hammer comes back up, you bring your hand across to fire another one very rapidly. However, we're going to take it a step further today. We're actually going to do the triple shot. And if you stick with me, I will show you how to do it.
No one on the corner has a wagon like us. Hit me on my burner prepaid wireless. We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already gonna hell just pumping that gas. All I wanna do is sing and take your money. All I wanna do is sing and take your money.
So before we get into actually doing this in practice, we are going to go over the mechanicals of it. This is a Uberti Cattleman II. It is the clone of the Colt Single Action Army, which is what we are going to be performing this shot with. But what is the first thing we do when we do these sort of shots or these trick shots? We're going to put the gun into half cock and we are going to see if our gun is unloaded, which it is. We don't do these with live ammunition because it is extremely dangerous. And right now we're just learning how to do the triple shot. And before we get actually too far into this, I should advise everyone that this should probably be done with an SAA race gun. Probably everything's lightened up and you are able to do this a little bit more efficiently, I should say. Thanks, Kat. But me personally, I like to do things with unmodded firearms because it's a little more historically accurate. How historically accurate is the triple shot? We may never know. So the first steps are the same as the double shot. You cock the hammer and you can have your finger on top or you can have it elevated. And as soon as that trigger comes up, you're coming back through for a second shot. Now we're going to add one more step, and there are two variations of how to do this, and I guess a third one if you're a nutcase, but we'll get into that later. I'm going to do it from the front, and I'm going to do it from the side here. And we're actually going to start with the side so you can see what my hand's doing, and then we'll move to the front. So the first thing is first, cock the hammer and get ready. This is variation one, and this is actually how I prefer to do it. Shoot. Have your finger held on that trigger, come through it with your index finger, which brings the 1, and then grab it with your pinky on the follow through. That's 1, 2, 3, very quickly. Let's try variation 2. You have your hand up, this is going to be elevated, you're going to need it to be, and you actually come through it with your thumb, and then your index finger. Like so. There's two variations of it. I prefer the index finger than the pinky because I have larger hands, so it gives me, more room in between shots. Thumb and the index finger is a little quick, and especially with an unmodded firearm, it is definitely a little more of a task to start fanning with solo fingers. So let's do it in fast motion in my preferred way of doing it, which is cock, index finger, pinky. Something like that. I'm still working with it, but that is the best way that I know how to do it. If you want to do it cock, thumb, index finger, you're more than welcome to. It just works a little better with me because, like I said, I don't like to do it with individual fingers, especially with an unmodded firearm. At least with the pinky, I can kind of pull on it a little bit more, where the thumb is more of a push, and so is the index finger. But at least when I'm pushing on my variation, I get a little more force because I can slap and put more weight with middle and ring finger come along with it and then pull with that pinky. Now we're going to do it from the front. That is a triple shot. Now you are going to know if you are a little early on the first fan because you're going to run your hand, or more specifically your finger, into that hammer that's coming up with a good bit of force. And especially with unmodded firearms, you're going to see some red marks on your hand pretty quickly if you keep doing this. However, I am dumb enough and foolish enough to go out to the range with an unmodded firearm. And I actually did the triple shot, which I'm assuming that everybody would like to see. However, I did not do it with live ammunition. I did it with blanks because I am new to this. Maybe in the future I will have enough guts to put some live ammunition in it and run it with live ammo, but here it is. Triple shot with a Colt Single Action Army reproduction with 45 Colt blanks. And there it is. That is the triple shot. A lot like the double shot, except one more. Instead of two, there's three, in case you guys weren't familiar with what double and triple meant. But I appreciate everyone for coming along for the ride today. That is the triple shot, and I again suggest that you, if you have the money lying around, get a reproduction pistol, or if you want to send in an actual Colt to get modified and turn it into a race gun. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier in terms of doing these kind of trick shots, especially when it comes to fanning. You're not running into the possibility of your springs getting worn down extremely quick and breaking some internal parts. There is a third way to triple shot, but I do not have the proper attire on today. You cock the pistol, bring it behind you, like so, pull the trigger, you catch the second cock on your holster like that, and then you bring your finger around, and that's 1, 2, 3. Only nut jobs do it like that. You probably follow him already, but I won't even mention his name because he got some free publicity last week. No back-to-back weeks. We don't do double weeks here. Only double shots. Anyway, that wraps things up. Thank you to everybody who got this far into the video. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed today's video, or leave me a comment stating what you liked, or tell me what I should do next. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed as of late. But for those of you who have come across this video or this channel and you have yet to hit that subscribe button, think about doing so, because you're a daisy if you do.